Jamestown and the hard-working English, and I'm glad we're finally giving the Germans some credit, because without you, frankly, we wouldn't have made it. So I'm happy. I am happy to be here today on behalf of Governor Tim Kaine, who wanted to be here today to see this overflow crowd of German citizens and ancestors that are here on the very spot where German artisans came here many, many years ago, and to start that great partnership with America. And it's folks that came here with skills, and we still have those skills today. Virginia is still a proud, proud state, full of skilled workers. Happy to have German ingenuity come to this country, and that's what's making Virginia great. I want to thank you all for coming on today. I look forward to celebrating with you the rest of the day and this evening. Thanks again for bringing this beautiful weather.
Excellency Dr. Klaus Chariot, Ambassador of the Federal Republic of Germany, and his wife Dr. Ulrike Chariot. Mr. Chariot.
Madam Mayor, Secretary Smith, Superintendent Smith, what's his job? Are over there. Members of German American societies, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends. Today we have a special honor to pay tribute to German Americans, to Germans who came here to this country 400 years ago to find a new home in America and lay the foundations for the German-American friendship, which flourishes until today. Already in 1607, the first German, Johannes Fleischer, arrived in this land with the first group of English settlers after a long and arduous journey by sea. The botanist and physician, Johannes Fleischer, was a native of Breslau, and he was an unusually educated man because he held 2 doctoral degrees, one in medicine and one also in philosophy, which at that time included also the natural sciences. His aim was to study what for him were the exotic flora and fauna, and also to search for new medicines. In early October 1608, just a few days after Fleischer's untimely death, due to the extremely difficult living conditions here at the time, 2 German glassmakers, whose name still today are unknown, arrived here in Jamestown. Immediately after their arrival, the 2 Germans began to test the properties of the sand along the James River. And, much maybe to their own surprise, they were successful. They were successful immediately, and within 2 months they could send their first glassware back to England. Then, in 1609, together with the help of other settlers from England, the 2 Germans began to build and successfully build a glass house with 4 furnaces, and thus erected the first industrial operation in the English part of America ever, at this site where we stand today. What was notable about this was that the German glassmakers had to construct the furnaces themselves, and thus introduced far more knowledge into the settlement development than pure glassmaking. Along with the glassmakers, 3 wainscot sawyers came to Jamestown. Historians today assume that the 3 men, Samuel, Adam, and Franz, originally came from the Black Forest region. By building wood houses, these 3 men contributed significantly to improving the quality of life at Jamestown, and thus its preservation and expansion. Here, on the banks of the James River, we find ourselves at an important historical site for the German settlers. Together with the English colonists, laid the groundwork for the people who followed them. People who with hope and optimism sought and were able to build a new life in America. They found opportunity. They brought skillful craftsmanship, boundless energy, and a strong work ethic. The remains of the glass house before which we stand today are ultimately a symbol of strength, of courage, of confidence, because like the entire colony, it was built under the most difficult circumstances. Based on what we know today, only 38 of the 104 original settlers survived the first 9 months. The long journey by sea, insufficient food supplies, mosquitoes, disease, the lack of clean drinking water, disputes with the Indians, starvation caused by the long hot summer, and lack of supply ships all took a heavy toll on the settlers. But they did persevere. And in remembrance of the important contribution that these first brave German settlers made to the development of America, we would now like to unveil this commemorative plaque.
Thank you.